This country has spent generations trying to tell the full story of our history and face the hard parts of our past. I mean, we've tried to teach our children about the horrors of slavery, about the fight for civil rights, and about the struggles that many Black Americans still live with today. But there's some people in America that want everyone to forget that past ever happened and, not take any responsibility for it whatsoever. And today, this is one example of erasing that past. Today, a new change at the National Park Service raises a different question. Which parts of our history still matter and which parts can be moved aside? I mean, for years, Americans could enter national parks for free on two really important days, Martin Luther King Jr. Day and Juneteenth. Both days are about freedom, civil rights, and the end of slavery in this country. But now, both of those days have been removed, okay? They will now no longer be free entry days in any national park. And guess what got replaced with them? In their place, the administration has added a couple of new days, all right? One is Trump's birthday. You now get free entry to the park on Trump's birthday, which, by the way, also apparently falls on Flag Day, so they're going to put that in there as well. We know this from verified reporting. In 2026, Americans will get free admission to national parks on President Donald Trump's birthday, but no longer on Juneteenth and Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The National Park Service has added a few other days and called them patriotic fee-free days, but there has been no public explanation for why two civil rights holidays were removed. I mean, there was no cost report, no policy reason, not even a statement from the agency, by the way. Another part of this change matters as well. Starting next year, 2026, free entry days will only apply to U.S. citizens and residents. The government says this is meant to shift costs to international visitors, and they gave this explanation. These policies ensure that U.S. taxpayers continue to enjoy affordable access while international visitors contribute their fair share. That was from the Interior Secretary Doug Burgum. So when you look at what actually happened, the message is clear. Two holidays that honor Black history and civil rights are removed. So it's another example of them basically trying to minimize it / act as if it does not exist and never happened. A president's birthday is added, and free access is restricted for many people who actually visit our beautiful national parks. You are not just moving dates around on a calendar. You are basically sending a message about who is being celebrated and who is being pushed aside. All right, national parks are public land. They belong to everyone. They are supposed to tell the full story of America, not a version that lifts up a person while pushing an entire community out of view. I mean, that is why this change leads to a simple question, guys. Who is really being honored? And who is being erased? This is becoming more and more of an issue with this administration. We're seeing certain art be tossed aside. We're seeing access to parks for free being taken away from the entire country. But more importantly, while trying to erase something terrible, let's own up to it, something terrible the white men did to Black people, and that is called racism. And then they had to fight for, God, they're still fighting. I'm sorry. They're still fighting. There was a quote, I don't want to butcher it, but I was reading Barack Obama's book, which is just incredible, by the way. It's a huge book, but it's an incredible book. And in that book, somebody said, and forgive me for butchering this, after the Civil Rights Act went into effect, that was their generation's win for their people. And that if every generation after that was not fighting to keep those rights and to keep pushing, then they were going to slowly start disappearing. And I'm not saying that people didn't do that. I don't know enough about it to be able to say that. But what I am saying is there is one heck of a fight going on right now because of this administration. It's becoming harder and harder every single day to make sure that the stories of these beautiful people don't disappear. Thank you for watching. I am Jared Zisser, and this is Ring of Fire. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications to make sure you are informed about everything important in progressive politics today. And if you are looking for fact-based independent reporting all day, every day, follow me here on Instagram or here on Facebook. See you in the next video.